The Piggies are back! Welcome to From Center Ice. My name is Courtney, and the Rockford IceHogs kick off their regular season schedule tonight in Grand Rapids. It seems like it's been a while since we've had some Rockford IceHogs hockey to watch, but we get a full treat this weekend because they are playing tonight against the Grand Rapids Griffins, and then they are back in the second half of a back-to-back tomorrow night in Chicago to take on the Wolves. Well, in Rosemont. We know you're not really in Chicago, Wolvesies. But anyway, this is a video about Game 1 versus the Grand Rapids Griffins. This one will be a bit shorter because we don't have a previous game to talk about, so let's just go ahead and jump into the 3 questions I have for tonight's IceHogs Griffins game. Question 1. Will the first game set a positive tone for the rest of the season? So the IceHogs finished last in the Central Division last year. Thankfully, there were no playoffs, so it didn't really matter, but you know, the ego and such. But it was also a team full of rookies and definitely a developmental year, and they did make strides as the season went along. I'm looking at the IceHogs to have a better season here in the 21-22 season than they did in the 20-21 season, and it's going to be a very exciting year for a lot of different reasons. And even though some of these guys aren't rookies anymore, this is still a very young team. So getting a good game in right off the hop in game number 1 against the Grand Rapids Griffins would do a bunch of good for this team and their confidence. So let's start the season off the right way. Hopefully. You can do it, piggies! Question 2. Can the IceHogs get the power play going? If you watched the previous video that I posted, the 3 questions for the IceHogs season as a whole, you'll know that the special teams for the Pigs needs to be better this year. They finished 5th out of 6 in both the power play and the penalty kill. So if they can get that power play going early here in game number 1, that would be fantastic to see. We saw spurts of promise from them last year on the power play, but now they need to take what they learned last year and improve on it, and we have got some guys down on this Rockford roster that can really put up some points. So much like with question 1 and getting the season as a whole started in the right way, let's get this power play going early and then keep it going through the rest of the season and playoffs if they make it. I wouldn't put my money on that, but stranger things have happened. Question 3. Will Andrei Altybarmakian get his name pronounced correctly? I'm just kidding, that's not the real question, but it still needed to be asked. Will Andrei Altybarmakian score a goal tonight? If Alty came out and said last year was the most frustrating year of his career, I would believe it. He was totally snake bitten in the goal department, and it wasn't for a lack of trying because he was creating things all over the ice, driving to the net. He looked very good out there, but he was just getting robbed by the goaltender, by the post. Nothing was going right in terms of goal scoring. But he did put up a couple goals in the preseason for the IceHogs. So will he come out and make a statement in tonight's first game and say that this season is going to be better for him in the goal department and get that first goal of the year scored early? Maybe on the power play even. Wouldn't that be nice if everything just came together like that so very nicely? Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen, but it would be nice. So those are the 3 questions that I have for tonight's game against the Grand Rapids Griffins. Do you have any questions for this game? Please leave them down in the comments below. I would love to read them. This is going to be a fun year for IceHogs hockey. We have Lucas Reichel down in Rockford, we have Jacob Galvis down in Rockford, and of course, the man of the hour, every hour, Isaac Phillips. If you have not jumped on the hype train yet, you better get to it. And we have 4 goaltenders to watch. We got the 2 guys we expected to be down here in Cale Morris and Arvid Soderblom, but then the Blackhawks also sent down to Rockford Colin Delia and Malcolm Subban. They both happened to pass through waivers, so the IceHogs have 4 goalies to rotate through, so that will be definitely very interesting to watch to see how Coach King handles that. Or Peter Aubrey, the goaltending coach. The Rockford IceHogs have a lot of good, young, promising prospects on the roster. They have improved goaltending. All of the rookies from last year now have a year of experience under their belt. It is going to be a fun year for Rockford IceHogs hockey. Now, when I say it's going to be fun, I don't mean they are going to win every game necessarily. They may not even make the playoffs, like I said, but it's going to be an interesting year. It's going to be a fun year to watch the kids and see how they progress throughout the season, and at the end of the day, that is what the AHL is for. So if you are not excited yet, you better get excited because they kick off the season tonight against Grand Rapids. If you have AHL TV, you can watch the game live. I'm pretty sure they have a free weekend this weekend into if you haven't subscribed yet, or you can go ahead and listen to it on the Rockford IceHogs website. So that is all for me in this video. I gotta go get these edited before the game starts tonight, but if you would like to hear more from me or from Center Ice, you can head on over to FromCenterIce.com. There's links to absolutely everywhere where you can find us over there, or if you are more of a social media person and want to follow us there, you can find links to all of those places down in the description. And go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so yet, and give this video a like because that would make me very happy. All of that being said, thank you so very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. The IceHogs are back. I am so excited, and I will catch you all after game number 1. Bye guys.